Hello, my name is Darth Slone. Do you suck at fishing? Are you struggling to catch diamond fish? If so, get yourself a Darth Slone mug. That's good coffee. You'll still suck at fishing, but you'll have coffee in a cool mug. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Darth Slone here, and this is the third round, I guess, of Darth versus the river Carpsucker. And we are at this location over at this pond across from Sleeping Razor, and not gotten a bite yet, so things are not looking good. But I'm up here on this side. We're going to have to keep going along the banks of this pond to see where they actually bite at, and to see what temperature we're going to get here. Right now I've got a gold hook and a diamond hook on the bottom with a red worm and a minnow, and I'm fishing with a number 7 bloodworm, which is their top preferred bait, throwing that lake mix out there. So we're hoping to find out if this pond is any good or not. Things are not looking good right now, but this is my first bait ball. While we are sitting here waiting, guys, if you would, please drop that like, subscribe, notify bell if you haven't yet. We are growing, and every 1,000 we're doing giveaways and things like that. And at 50,000, we're going to give away a brand new Xbox Series X if we are ever fortunate enough to get there, that is. All right, we've got our first bite here. Let's see what we have here. We're on this bloodworm. Could be a smaller fish. Okay, it is a river Carpsucker. We're at 56.8. We're doing pretty good right there. So our first river Carpsucker down, and I'll show you where we're at here. We are toward the middle. We're on the right side. We're toward the middle. We didn't get anything up here in this area, so I slid down a little bit. And here we have our second Carpsucker. And listen, it has not been easy. Well, maybe it's a Carpsucker. Who knows what it is? Let's see, we've been fishing here for a while. That's not even a Carpsucker, it's a green gold sunfish. Look, we're fishing all up and down this. It's 1408. I've caught one Carpsucker, guys. The tracks, and my other thing is going to be fast traveling out and back in. Seeing if that helps. Even though we have the right temperature, it could be that they just don't start biting good until like 1600 or something. We're getting another bite right here on the first bait ball that we threw out in this spot, in the southern portion of this pond. So this looks like it's probably a river Carpsucker based on the tension. It's not a big one, but all right, at least we got a silver. Still in the temperatures. All right, guys, so it is 15:04. We have fished from 12 o'clock in game to 15:04. I caught one river Carpsucker around right there. I caught one around right here, and we've moved down to the south. So what I'm going to do right now is just fast travel out, but I tell you what, I'm just going to go up here and top off my baits. Okay, it looks like we have a Carpsucker. I saw it swim over right here, and that's our first bait ball, so this is a promising sign. Fast traveled back after topping my baits off, still in those temperatures as well. That's our first bait ball, assuming that's not an anomaly. Oh, I'm getting a bite on the other pole here, and I had another Carpsucker swimming over to it right there. So let's see what we've got here. This is probably, I don't know what I was in this pond, but this is big. Yeah, that's a drum. Okay. I figured that's what it was, but I didn't know for sure if they were in this pond. We could also try 1800. I wonder if 1800 is too late. We could try that. Well, I've not had any other activity since the drum, but the other Carpsucker that hasn't come back come from this direction over here. So toward the right side, or to my right here, And so I'm just going to keep going down that way a little bit because maybe that's telling us that's where they're hanging out. All right, we are getting another bite here on the old bloodworm. Oh, this is tiny. Oh, it's the smallest carpsucker in the history of the planet. All right, here's one. It came from this direction, so next bait ball is going to be going up that way a little bit. Silver carpsucker, still in the temperatures. Everything's looking good. We're around 1600. All right, so we changed where we're throwing our bait ball, and here's another bite right off the business. I saw it swim over, so maybe they're hiding behind this little rock here. We shall see. But there's another carpsucker, perfect temperatures. And already getting another bite. This was about 5 seconds after the last one. Is this a carpsucker though? It is. So it's looking like, guys, around 1600 is when the bites really start picking up. And you're still able to get those temperatures. All right, this is our first fish after changing the time to 1800. So let's see. We've also had to move. Don't know if this is a carpsucker. Don't know if we're going to have the temperatures. That is a carpsucker, 56.2. It has gotten a little cold by 0.2, but nothing to get too concerned about right now, as that was just the first fish. All right, guys, we have a fish just flying around in the water, in the air right there. You guys see it? Over on the right side, there is a fish just flying around in the air. Interesting. The flying carpsucker. Maybe that's why we can't catch them. They're just flying around in the air, you know. The flying river carpsucker. Working as intended. Well, we got a bite over here. And there's... was that another carpsucker right there below me? Maybe I need to be throwing my bait out. Now, this could be a carpsucker here. Now, this is a 44-pound line, so... It is a carpsucker. Oh. Oh, no. We got so close, guys. We got so close. 6.93 pounds. Oh, why couldn't you just be the one? Looks like we got carpsuckers around us here. Maybe we can attract the flying carpsucker over there. Oh, there it is. Again. Just flying around right there. You know. Working as intended. All right, here's a carpsucker right at our feet. It looks huge, but I'm zoomed in. 3.87 pounds, 56.4. That was the temperature. So that is the thing. Like, the closer you can cast to the bank, the warmer the temperatures will be if it comes from the bank. Now, if it swims out in the middle, of course, it's going to be cooler. But I yield. The river carpsucker, or shall I say the flying carpsucker, 3. Darth 0. We did get close with the 1 gold at 6.93. They go diamond at the low 7s. So we got very close, but keep your eyes out, guys, for the be on the lookout for the flying carpsucker. And my advice is, if you see one, you might want to move. You know what I'm saying? You might want to go somewhere else, because we've not had too much luck at all here. And I think I'm done with this spot. I don't think I'll be back to this spot. We've not caught very many carpsuckers at all. 1800 seems to be a bit too cold. We caught that one that was right at the bottom. So that's another thing. I think all these spots around 1600s when they're going to bite the best. I mean, At noon, you can get the temperatures at pretty much all the spots, but it seems like the bites pick up really at 1600, like they just bite more around that time. And that may be one of the contributing factors, that and flying carpsuckers, about why people aren't catching too many carpsucker diamonds. You know, if you got them flying through the air, that's one less that can spawn under, and who knows how many actually spawn or are down there. Do they spawn when your bait gets near? Do they spawn by catching more? We don't know. But I know that one that's flying around over there is one that we can't catch. So working as intended. But anyway, guys, this spot here, again, this little pond, I don't think I'll be back to this little pond. Our next adventure will be along the bank here, and that will be all the carpsucker spots. That'll be round 4. And then it looks like just eliminating this, whichever one we have the most success out of, we will spend more time at going forward. So anyway, guys, good luck to you out there, and hope you guys get your river carpsucker. I'm still on the hunt. You guys have a good one, and we'll catch you in the next one.